Hello, good evening, welcome back. I just touched down at the airport in Shenzhen. I had a nice little trip up north into the cold, testing cars, and I'm in Shenzhen now and I'm going to test another car. I'll show you what it is in a second when I get to the parking lot, but it should be waiting for me. So I want to show you that car and I want to show you a really cool thing about modern cars. Sometimes I forget that we're living in the future, you know, it's so easy to forget that. Like in the old days, borrowing somebody's car, loaning a car to somebody was so difficult. And yet now, somebody just approves you on an app. The app tells you where the car is parked. You can unlock the car, lock the car, do all that fun stuff. It's just like so simple. So here's my car. Yes, it's another Li Xiang. It is an L7, it should be. Yes, L7. And it's a beautiful color. I like it. I'm gonna go here to the Li app. They approved me earlier. Unlock. Haha, I did it. I unlocked the car. That's amazing. The future is now, old man. The future is now. So I have this beautiful Li Auto L7 for the next little while. I'm not sure, maybe a week. I actually don't know. And I'm gonna drive it around China again. Another road trip, guys, another road trip. Good morning, folks. It is now a couple days later, and I'm driving to what should be the absolutely biggest, most advanced, brand new EV supercharging in all of Shenzhen. I say I should be going there because I actually don't really know if I'm going there. It's been very difficult, very challenging for me to actually find the address, and I don't know why. So this place actually just opened to the public about a month ago, and they had a lot of fanfare, a lot of press releases about it. It's a partnership between BYD and Shell, the oil company. It should be massive and easy to find, and yet when I look on the press release, there's no address. When I type in Shell in Chinese or in English, or BYD, and I type in any combination of supercharger station, airport supercharger station, because it is near the airport, I absolutely cannot find it. And then I've even looked on like Xiaohongshu, like Chinese social media apps. I've looked on Dazhongdianping. I've seen people have gone there, but there's never anybody like leaves a location, you know, like you can obviously leave a location on a social media app that you can click on, generally speaking. Nobody ever leaves a location. Nobody ever leaves an address. I cannot find it. When I was driving back from the airport after I picked up this car the other day, I saw a sign for an EV charging station and it had a big BYD logo, and it resembled what I saw on the press release, but it was kind of away from my field of vision. So I'm not sure, but that's where I'm going right now. I love how in China every car is electric. Electric BYD, I can't tell what that is, maybe a Maple, another BYD taxi, got an ET5 ahead. Oh, there's a blue plate, oh, disgusting. Oh, it's an Aeolus. That one always reminds me of areola. All right, we should be here. I think this might be it. So altogether, this EV charging station has 258 fast charging points, DC fast charging. 258 in one location. That is insane. So one thing you might notice here is, you know, not a lot of personal cars, not a lot of fancy cars, and that's because almost all of these cars are essentially Chinese Uber or Didi or one of the multitude of brands of Chinese Uber or Lyft. There's so many. So you also will see, let me show you, like guys like this in a white shirt and a tie. That's how the, like, guess essentially Uber Premier, maybe they're driving a BYD Han or an Xpeng P7. That's how they dress. If you're just a basic Uber taxi, basic share car, then you're not gonna dress like that. You're gonna dress more like that, or like that. So yeah, so we got tons of BYD, tons of Guangzhou Automotive, Guangqi. Hey, ni hao, ni hao. Electric, 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 electric. Obviously it's a charging station, but probably a lot of towns in America probably don't have this many EV cars in their whole town, their whole city. And look at that, it's covered. I love it. Don't get rained on because it rains a lot out here in Shenzhen. Here's a Weltmeister. Weltmeister is out of business. 你好 ，Hello。这里刚开业对吧？这个厂。开业好久了。是吗？对。嗯。好大呀。都是滴滴吗？对。So this right here says Shell. That's the Shell name, Shell, in Chinese, and it says 最高, the highest is 250 kilowatts charging speed. A lot of these cars are parked here, right? But they're not charging. Probably just drivers taking a rest, I guess, taking a break. Even they're not charging their car. Maybe it's already full. I've already charged. Like this guy right here. Or woman. And this guy right here. Actually, it's kind of crazy. Like, most of the people here aren't even charging their car. I would assume their car is fully charged, and that's why they're just here resting. Maybe they're waiting for an order on their app, or they're just taking a break. Maybe they've worked 12 or 15 hours straight, which often they do, unfortunately. But a lot of these cars are just parked here. So we have these signs here, which are really cool, except they're not very informative because, like I said, so many people are not actually charging their car. So it says right here, there's 69 available spaces in this row. Clearly there's not 69 available spaces. It says 17 people are currently charging. Clearly there's more than 17 cars here parking in the charging spots, right? And then this bottom one right here says there are 9 cars that will soon be charged full. 10 cars that will soon be charged full. So it gives you all the information that you need, except they really should probably use a camera or something to tell you if the spaces are empty or not, because yeah, no way 68 spaces are empty. Now, if you're here because you like NIO, you might be wondering, why does NIO not have a swap station here? Pretty relevant thought, I think. Because NIO does partner with Shell, right? They have announced partnership and they have some Shell/NIO recharge or power swap stations, right? Probably, I guess, because this is a partnership with BYD. I don't really see a reason why you couldn't have BYD and NIO partner with Shell at the same place. But it's, you know, business is business. I don't know. But I will say that there's actually quite a few power swap stations very nearby the airport already. There's, you know, like, I think over 40 now power swap stations in Shenzhen. So if it's not here, it's probably 5 minutes away. Airplane taking off right above the Shell Cafe. It's a beautiful sight to see. 哎，你好，给我一杯卡布奇诺。好，谢谢。你的英文很好。没有吗？就so. Nice little lounge area. Have a public restroom. China so woke. All right, first time trying Shell coffee. It's pretty good. Not incredible, but it's not as bad as I expected. Hello. 哎，我问一下，很多车不在充电，为什么？对。就是休息吗？便宜啊。我的意思是，没有充电。没有啊，它这里面停车不用收费的嘛。哦，是吗？ And then over here we've got Mei Wei, delicious flavor. I guess maybe a little cafe or Kuaitan, fast food, little convenience store. Oreo, Chips Ahoy. Holy mackerel, what DD driver has 590 RMB to buy a car model? You got car supplies here, windshield cleaner. Air freshener. Very cool. All right, let's go check out the restaurant real quick. You can get zhuti, that's pork foot, fish, qingjiao chao rou, kao ya, zhujiao fan. Oh, I love zhujiao fan. A lot of good stuff in here. Good price. Yunnan fen mian, pai gu, rojia mo. Oh, rojia mo. So a lot of good food in here. Pretty nice little cafe. Great place for your taxi driver to come, I think. My final thoughts on this Shell recharge station is obviously, it's pretty impressive. The sheer number of chargers is pretty incredible. I don't know how they have enough energy to charge all these cars at the same time, but most cars aren't charging, so I guess that's how they do it. You know, I think it's good that people who are working really long, horrible hours as a DD driver, I think it's probably good that they have a place to rest for, you know, free without paying a charge to park and rest. And it seems like there's no problem, at least right now at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, to actually, you know, park in a charging stall and not charge your car. It seems fine for now, as I guess in the future, maybe this place becomes more and more busy, or maybe in peak hours, probably not so good to have people just park in these stalls. And I would hope that people would respect that, but I have no idea. I'm gonna move out of this guy's way, maybe, no? But yeah, I think it's pretty dang cool. I like that it's covered. I like that it has a cafe. I like that it has a rest area inside and outside. It has a restaurant, and it has a convenience store. It has basically everything you need. The only thing it's missing is a NIA power swap station. That's cool. This is the future of EV charging, I guess. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.